Hi, hello, how are you? And welcome back to my channel. Welcome back for another episode of Scott's Take on Drag Race. Episode 8, DROOP. We'll see what the girls are going to bring us this episode. But before we get into the video, y'all, if this is your first time to my channel, thank you for coming to my channel. Hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, click that notification bell, and let's get into this video. Alright, so the queens walk back into the workroom. Brita filter went home. Heidi and Brita lip-synced against each other. And bye Brita, bye. So they read Brita's message. Then they go sit down and Janice just crying hysterically. She misses her best friend. No one's living up to their expectations. Everyone in New York City is going to be upset that she didn't win this challenge, Brita didn't win a challenge, just so on and so on. Gigi talks about her 3rd win, maybe her 4th, 5th, and 6th win, maybe 7th. And then Jackie in her confessional is basically like, Brita and Jan are just not living up to the expectations of all these people in New York City, so who knows what's going to happen. Jan's crying again. Zhane keeps on saying she's upset that Brita went home, but all the girls think that Zhane is upset because she didn't win the challenge. So that's what that is. The girls de-drag. RuPaul comes into the workroom the next day, and the girls have a mini challenge. It is the Fab Fit Fun mini challenge where the girls have to be shady. They do a little gift box and be shady to the other queens. It was funny. It was a cute little moment. Other way of being shady. Gigi, Goode, and Jackie Cox both win $1,000 and a subscription to FabFitFun. Woo! Fun! Alright, and then RuPaul lets them know that this episode's main challenge is going to be selling a product on DROOP, the new drag queen whatever line. I don't fucking know. Obviously, this is a take on Goop, which is Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle. So DROOP is a drag queen lifestyle brand. Yeah, so the girls got to sell something, like an infomercial. They do this every season. They've done it at All Stars. They do this all the time. So it's just the same produced, same content. And to be honest, give us something new. Let's be real. We've seen this before. Do something new. Give us a new challenge. So we'll see what happens when these girls come up with. So before we get into the main challenge, I do want to say one thing. Jaida Essence Hall in quick drag. What? She looks gorgeous for her 15 minutes quick drag. I just wanted to state that disclaimer. She looks absolutely gorgeous. Stunning. So RuPaul walks back into the workroom with Bob Harper from The Biggest Loser. He's a trainer on that show, and then they talk to all the queens. Wonderful hoop-de-doo-la day. And then they go to set with Bob Harper. It's really interesting. Like, I don't really know why Bob Harper's there. He was on Biggest Loser. Great if he has a lifestyle brand. Never knew that. I didn't know Bob was still relevant. Had no idea. So basically the girls go shoot with him. Jackie Cox is selling her magic carpet merkin, basically a vagina cover to cover the lady parts. Let's see, Widow, Jan, and Gigi all did a liquid spray. Gigi did Goodnight Bitch, Jan did Sure Jan, and Widow did Throw Tay. Cool. I mean, we've seen those sprays before, so I don't know. They weren't anything new in my opinion. Jaida did Luxtra Tuck, basically tucking panties. Heidi did Heidi's hydrating moisturizer. And then Crystal did her magic mullet. So that was fun to see. So we'll have to see exactly, what they all entail. So before the runway, the girls go back into the workroom. New day, new drag. They get painted for the runway. The runway is Black Wedding. But the girls are in the workroom getting painted. And of course, Jan has to state that she was just upset about Brita going home and not her winning. She says it again, which we all know is a lie. And she says that like later on, like even after like everything. Jan is wonderful, by the way. I love Jan. I think she's hysterical. I just think it's funny that she keeps on saying that. Like, she's so upset her best friend went home, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is a competition. Don't be upset about anybody going home except for you. If you ain't winning, don't be upset about other people. But easier said than done. And then they do some really funny impressions. I think Jackie Cox's impression of Crystal Methyd was absolutely hysterical. All right, and then the girls are painted and they are ready for the runway. All right, we are ready for the runway, and it is Black Wedding. So here we go. Miss RuPaul comes on the runway looking fabulous, stunning, gorgeous, hands down. And then we have extra special guest, Miss CHAKA KHAN, looking radiant. First up, I go in alphabetical order. Here we go. Miss Crystal Methyd. Hands down, best look of this runway, in my opinion. Creative, conceptual, fabulous, stunning. Yes, serving it. Yes, God. Next up, Miss Gigi Goode. Looking classic, elegant, cinch for the gods. Beautiful. Serving it. Yes, Miss Goode. Next up, Miss Heidi. Miss Heidi looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love this outfit. Hands down, her makeup looks great. She's getting a serving it for me. Miss Jackie Cox. I think this is probably my least favorite of the runway. I hate the shoe. I wish the dress was longer. It kind of reminds me of like Mother of the Bride. She looks gorgeous. It's just not my favorite. I'm sorry, girl. Girl, you have the nerve to wear this. It's just, I don't love it. Next up, we have Miss Jaida Essence Hall, and she looks like a goddamn bride. She looks bridal, 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 hands down. The only thing that I don't personally care for is that literally 20-pound earring on her, but she looks gorgeous with her shoulders. Like, love it, serving it. Next up is Jan, simply Jan. This look is fabulous. The only thing that I would take away are the feathers in the front. I think it kind of hides her face. I don't love those, but she looks stunning. So she gets a serve in it. Next up is Miss Widow Von Du. I love this look. I love the sideways bow. I love the thing on top of her head. Her makeup was interesting, but I really liked it. It was something different. She looks stunning. Her silhouette. Serving it hands down, young lady. And then last up, we have Sherry Pie, but Miss Florence DeLee designed this look. So Florence, I give you a serving it. I absolutely love this. And I just love your work. You've done a wonderful job with Miss Sherry Pie this season. All right, let's talk about critiques. So first up is gonna be Miss Jackie Cox. The judges loved her infomercial. They liked her look. So overall, Jackie's gonna be safer in the top. She did a wonderful job. Next up is going to be Jan. They loved her look. She looked absolutely gorgeous on the runway, as they said, but she just showed too much energy. Too much of her Jantasy. Too much Jantasy. Too much Jan. It's kind of funny because Jan is just a fan favorite. Like, it's like if you ever watch Big Brother where they're like super fans, Jan is the super fan of Drag Race. So everything she does is like above and beyond. And it's funny, I love it. She is a fan of the show. But I will say, like, her infomercial was just like literally 10 million ideas and it made no sense. Next up is gonna be Jaida. They loved her wedding look, and they loved her infomercial. It was funny. She made a joke. I'm a horrible actress from Grey's Anatomy. It was just, I liked it a lot as well. Next up is Gigi. They loved her outfit, but they found her like infomercial flat. There was nothing good about it. She looked wonderful, but good night, bitch, because it wasn't good. Next up we're gonna have is Sherry Pie. They basically said the same thing about her. It was like, first half of the commercial was nothing, no jokes, and then the second half was like a couple commercials, but they loved the look that Florence made as well. Next up is Miss Heidi, and they loved Heidi so much. They loved Heidi's look, they loved Heidi's infomercial, they loved everything about Heidi. Hydrated. Next up will be Widow Von Du with her critiques. they loved her outfit, but they hated her infomercial. And then we've got Crystal Methyd. Crystal Methyd was funny. They loved her out. They loved Crystal this episode. They're loving seeing the evolution of Crystal, you know, throughout the season thus far. So before the girls go backstage and on talk, Miss RuPaul said, who should go home tonight and why? And it just went down the line, one by one. Everybody said Widow, except Widow. Widow said Zhane. So we've got all the girls coming for Widow, saying her infomercial was terrible, and then Widow comes for Zhane. So the girls are back on the main stage, and the judges are going to let them know who wins. So Miss Heidi wins this week's challenge. Personally, don't send me no hate, y'all. I think Miss Crystal Methyd deserved this win. I thought she was funnier in her infomercial, and I thought her look was just out of this world, absolutely amazing. But congratulations, Miss Heidi, on your win this week's episode. And then we have Jackie, Jaida, and Crystal safe. And then really in the bottom, we've got Gigi, Jan, Sherry, and Widow. So the two that are lip syncing are Jan and Widow, and obviously Miss CHAKA KHAN is there. Widow is a fan of CHAKA KHAN up against Jan. Can this not be more produced and set up? Come on, people. Let's be completely real here. So they lip sync to CHAKA KHAN, This Is My Night. And Widow just shows soul, emotion, devotion, everything into this lip sync. Jan is doing a cartwheel, a split, a death drop, another splat, another hoobadoo-blah. And it's cute and fun. It's just not for this lip sync song. So, sad to see Jan sashay away and Widow, Shantae, you stay. All right, let's talk about Untucked. So we've got Jan in her feelings, upset. She knows she's gonna have to lip sync. Widow is also in her feelings and upset. RuPaul basically got in her head and was like, you won the first challenge, and what else have you been doing, girl? Heidi is elated with all the praise that she's getting. Gigi is also feeling a little upset. So that's kind of what I saw in Tucked. I don't think it was anything like drama-full and exciting this week. All right, y'all, that was another episode of Scott's Take on Drag Race. And let's just talk about this, girls. This Friday, April 24th, we are going to be having 3.5 hours of Drag Race. Drag Race Season 12 from 8 to 9:30. And then we have Celebrity Drag Race, Surprise Celebrity Drag Race from 9:30 to 11. And then we got Untucked from 11 to 11:30. Bitch, I'm booked and busy this Friday. I'm about to order me a bunch of Chinese food, all the crab rangoons, all the dumplings. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna sit my fat ass on the couch for 3.5 hours and watch the Drag Race. I can't wait. At least I finally have something to do in this quarantina, because Miss Rona is just coming for all of us, y'all. So please, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay the fuck home. Guys, I will see you next week when we're talking about the next episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. Bye.